Hi guys! Oh my god, today we are going to do a shelf tour video. I've never done one before, so this is gonna be my first. I hope I can show you everything nicely. Tiny disclaimer before we start, I am in the process of rearranging and redecorating my whole room. That's also why I want to do that shelf tour now, because I am planning on rearranging and also redecorating my K-pop shelf. But still, I want to show you how the shelf looks right now, because I think I'm not gonna change too much, but I still wanted to show you how the shelf looks before I redecorate it, because how the shelf looks right now, it has looked like that for the past, I think, 1.5 years. So I guess let's just get started. So this is the overview, I guess. Let's get started with the top shelf, or like the decoration on top, I guess. Even though it's not K-pop, it still like belongs to my K-pop shelf, so I'm just gonna show you it anyways. Okay, so this is my top shelf. It's basically just a few knickknacks of things I like and gifts. This is my Back to the Future Lego, then a little salt lamp, I don't know how it's called in English, but I love those kind of buses, so I have one. And this little light up lamp that I got as a gift for my sister. A Michael can that my parents got at the Michael concert. And now let's go to the first K-pop shelf. I, by the way, hope that how I'm showing you the sections is like okay. I don't know how else to like show you. I mean, I could put the phone in my hand and then show you, but I think that would be like a little unsteady because I would shake. So I'm filming with my tripod and then show you with my hand, I guess. So I hope, or like my finger. So I hope that's not too annoying, and I hope you can see everything nicely. But this is my Ateez shelf. Ateez is my old group. I mean, it's probably pretty apparent, but yeah. And Yosang is my old bias. So. But I basically have, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have one album for each era. I mean, for example, for the Finn Will era, I have, I think, 3 albums. But for every other era, I have one album for that era, I think. And like the early era albums are like the square ones are here, like they are on top of each other. And then I have a Golden Hour Part 2 Yosang signed digipack up here. I love it so much. I love when they sign their digipacks. I don't know why, but I love that kind of signed album. Here I have Yosang, I think it's Ateez in Dreamland maybe, and that was one of the random trading cards. So yeah, but I framed him because he's so handsome. I wanted to say cute, but we all know you cannot call Yosang cute, so he's handsome. Anyways, next to him is his headmongi and a little cute fairy outfit, I guess. I don't know what not fairy, angel outfit. Yeah. However, this one is a fake one, like the headmongi, but it's okay because I think he still is hella cute. And then I have this Fever figurine album here, like as a like space holder, I guess, because when I get more albums, I will continue here. But since there was a gap before, because I don't have enough albums to fill that out, I thought, why not put the album like this, and then yeah, if I get new albums, I can just turn it around and then I have more space. And obviously with that figurine album, this little figurine was inside, and it's also Yosang. That would be my Ateez shelf. Okay, then I have my signed album shelf. I dedicated like a whole shelf to my signed albums, and well, not all of them, but like 80% of my signed stuff I have on the shelf. And it's pretty self-explanatory because it's literally almost all 80s, but we're gonna go through that quickly. This is a Yosang signed Finn Will album. Then these two are Golden Hour Part 1 signed albums. the blue one is San's signature and the black one is Yeosang's signature. And then I have a Golden Hour Part 4 signed album, which is Hongjoon signed. It's a little hard to see because he signed in gold, but yeah. And then in the middle here I have a Iwon Hyun signed album, and he's from X-Love. I have also a San Pop. I think it's from Outlaw era, but I think it's from Store, the pop. And yeah, I love egg pops or PCs, so I thought, why not display him? And then I have a real Headmonkey with a little bow on his head, but yeah, he also has his tags still on because I hate cutting off the tag. I don't know why, it's stupid, but I keep the tags on all the plushies. I don't know why, but it is what it is, okay? That's pretty much the signed album shelf. Okay, then I have my Stray Kids shelf. For here, I also have one album for each era. I think I had all albums until, I think Hop, but I downsized to just one album per era because it just got too full. I think I like the one album per era more than getting all of the albums. Again, because I don't have that much space in my room or on my shelves. So, and I don't need all of the versions for each era, if that makes sense. So yeah, I downsized that. So I still do have all of the other albums, or like all of the other album versions from mixtape to Hop era, but there are not in my room anymore. It's obvious, but Lino is my bias. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious, but yeah. I have a little pop displayed here. It's from Christmas Evil era. I think maybe it's Aladdin, the shop, but I don't know. I will write it here. Yeah. Then I have oh my god, I have my prized possession in life Lino signed album. Yeah, that's crazy. I still don't know how I got that. I mean, I got it secondhand, but for such a good price. I was just very lucky that I got that. And in front of that album there are two Lino or Libet plushies. This is the Magic School one and this is the Dominate Libet. And they are both the 10 centimeters one and both original. And then we have a little Libet Lino pop in that Magic School Libet acrylic stand. I think the Libet pop is, I think it's the Maxon one, and I also think that was from the JYP shop. And I have just a little Libet and Suni pin that my mom got me. I love cats a lot, so I thought, why not display it? Yeah, but that's pretty much my Stray Kids shelf. Okay, next shelf is my sad girl group shelf. Yeah, it was way fuller before, but I downsized it a lot, and I especially downsized a lot of big albums. I had the Savage aespa album and the Girls aespa album, and also a NMIX FE304 Break Limited plushie album. So those 3 albums were like on that shelf before I sold them. And they also took up a lot of space. So now that the 3 albums are not on that shelf anymore, the shelf looks a little empty. But yeah, that is still my girl group shelf, I would say. I have 2 IVE albums, which is this Love Dive IVE album and then the Switch IVE album. And damn, no NMIX, sadly, because I sold my NMIX album. But yeah. And then I have a lot of aespa albums, which is crazy. I have 2 Giselle member things, one Armageddon S-Mini and then the Spicy poster version. Oh, and this is also the Giselle, I don't know what these were called, but it's also an Armageddon album. Then I have a La Seraphim Anti-Fragile album, which I got as a gift from my friend. A Kuromi blind box figurine that I also got as a gift from the same friend that gave me the Anti-Fragile album, and also this SMCU Town envelope album thingy. She just gave me that. And also, wait, she also gave me that spicy album for Gigi. Yeah, so I guess my girl group shelf is a little sponsored by my friend. Anyways, I have a little DIY dive keychain here. I have the Libet lamp. I mean, yes, this is Libet, but I think he fits right into the whole girly shelf display thingy, so I put him there. It's the mood lamp from the Dominate merch, and that's basically the girl group shelf. And I also honestly don't think I'm gonna buy more girl group albums for this year, because I want to only buy stuff for my old groups, which is Stray Kids and Ateez. So this shelf is probably gonna stay like this. Yeah, it is what it is. And then for my last shelf, it's hella boring, but it's just my full cut binders. Nothing special, but I can quickly go through that. This is my Yosang binder, this is my Lino binder, this is my Misk group binder, and this is my Big Inclusion binder. But still, this is my last shelf, which is the binder shelf. Tiny little bonus, I also have a few other K-pop things around my room, and I wanted to show you them quickly because they are not on my shelf, but they are still like K-pop related, and it's just a few things, so it's not gonna take a while. But yeah, this is a little extra clip for you. I have my Natjibong here, displayed on this little like shelf, and also a Lino Libet pop, and also my Libet, yeah, and a Maxident album which I bedazzled. And I also have my 18E light stick. And for one of my pickets, I have this the Fellowship Break the Wall Hongjun picket. This Yosang Towards the Light tour picket. It is like in an awkward space right now because again I rearranged my room and he has to go somewhere else, but for now, because I don't want him lying around, I just left him there, but he will get rearranged and he will get a prettier spot, I swear. And my cutie Lino Dominate merch picket. And on my bag I have this Espa case, I think this was Dirty Work album. I think this is such a cool album version, and I'm using it as a little like knick-knack case for my bag. And lastly, I have this Yosang postcard. It's not really a postcard, but I don't know what else to call it. Mini poster, I don't know what, but it's also official and it's also in my room, so I thought I'm gonna show you it. I recently got this pegboard, and I am not 100% sure if I want to keep this like decorated like this, but for now, I guess it is decorated and set up. So yeah, but what I want to show you is that I do also have these two 80s albums up here, which is the digipack is the Golden Hour Part 4, I guess. I think it's the Korean digipack, and then behind that I have the Golden Hour Part 4 diary version. That's the only official K-pop thing that is on my shelf right now. And this GG Armageddon photocard is also out. But yeah, those were the random little things I had all over my room. That's basically it. It's not that much. Again, it's only one like shelf. I don't know how to call this. I mean, technically this is a shelf and not the whole thing is a shelf, but I don't know how to call like this furniture piece in English. Like the right name for it. So I guess for me, all of this is my K-pop shelf. And I also got my shelf from IKEA. I think it's the Gypsy one, and it was hella cheap. It was like 30 euros. And considering that one album in Europe cost 30 euros, I think that the shelf also costed 30 euros is a steal in my opinion. So yeah. The question of the day for today is which shelf display setup you like the most. I mean, the signed album setup is like the most iconic, I think. But as of decorating it, I think the 80 shelf I like the most, because the Stray Kids shelf is a little like simple because it's just album. But the 80s is maybe a little more dynamic. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, or whenever you watch this. Don't be too hard on yourself, and I hope we can see each other next time. Woo! Okay, bye.